Okay, hi everybody. Good to see your faces. Love it, love it. Hello. Okay, I have a lot to go over, stuff I'm super excited about. And I feel like some of this information came to me such a long time ago, but I don't think I've told you about the pose incentive. So we're going to go over pose incentive. And if you just came on, if you could mute yourself, that would be awesome. I think I got everybody. Okay, so Sean and Michelle Poe are running an incentive on their own outside of the Pacesetter program and the Mexico incentive program, okay? But by going after this incentive that they have in place, you can really ensure that you are going to create Pacesetters and you are going to earn trips for Mexico. So their incentive is based on our baseline, which is the vitality stack. Is based on the vitality stack, okay? So basically between March 1st, I can't believe it's March. I'm still putting my head around that even. Between March 1st and April 30th, so 2 months, if you get 20 PCs on the vitality stack, then you are eligible for this incentive that they have. That means you want to be on subscription for Vitality Stack yourself. That means you can get old customers or current customers. If they switch over to the Vitality Stack and keep it on subscription, that also counts as one. And you want to get 20 total. Today went and got, so I have these letter size envelopes and the sachet fits perfectly in there. So what I've been doing, and then I went to Office Depot and I printed out the Vitality Stack sheet and the FAQs. And I can just fold it up perfectly and it fits perfectly in this letter size envelope. And it costs 50 cents to mail. I weighed it. So I have been calling my warm market, all the PCs that I've had throughout my history in LifeVantage, I've been calling them. A lot of them don't answer, of course, but I go on there very short and sweet, full of excitement, saying, I hope you remember me. Once upon a time, I had you on Protandim. So many things have changed. I don't know if you saw the broken brain, but everything that doctors are talking about today, we have that in our pipeline today. We have created that. And I would love for you to check it out. Call me back. There's so many ways that you can see this. I'd love to send you a sample. I'd love to put you on a Facebook group or call me back and let me know and I can email you a video. Okay? So that's basically what I've been saying. Very short. I'm also going to send an email to all of those PCs, current and old, and basically say the same thing and include the video in that. And then even if they don't call me back and say they want it, I am sending that sachet to everyone that has ever been a customer of mine. Now, what you guys do with this is totally up to you, but at least for sure, pick up the phone. Don't just text. Pick up the phone and call those PCs in your back office and let them know with excitement. Now, if we break it down, the Vitality Stack, you guys, is only $5 a day. $5 a day to target your brain, your gut, your oxidative stress, and your mitochondria, right? Bam, 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 bam. Okay, so here's what happens. If you get those 20 customers on a Vitality Stack between March 1st and April 30th, you will then be going to a special recognition dinner. You will get special recognition items and you will be at that dinner in Anaheim with Justin Rose and the Pose and all of the upline elites above them. Super awesome. And I think they have all guaranteed that they will be here. So what this is going to do for your business, you guys, for one, it's going to boost your personal volume. It's going to boost your check because you're going to get that startup bonus every time you bring on a new customer. It's going to qualify you for the Pacesetter program, and you're going to earn points for the trip. So, so awesome. there are trackers that they put on, that they have available, and I will make sure I post those on Team Act so you can track. They have a tracker that's just basically a little square, and each one says Vitality Stack, and you just cross it off each time you get one, right? And you want to get to 20. Or you could have it create your own as well. The other thing is if you rank advance to Pro 3 or higher by the end of April, then you also are going to be invited in Anaheim to a special cocktail party with the Pose and Justin Rose, okay? And it's paid for. The cocktail party is completely paid for. So that cocktail party for people that have rank advanced will then lead into the dinner for the people that have gotten the 20 Vitality Stacks, okay? Here's how it breaks down in numbers. So I really tried to get the slides from Sean, but what he sent me I couldn't open, so I apologize. I wanted you to visually see this, but I'll go through this slowly. So a Vitality Stack is 125 PV. So if you were to get 20 people on Vitality Stack, that is $2,500 in volume. Now what rank is that? That's a rank of Pro 2. So if a new person comes in and we lay out this foundation for them of getting them 20 customers, right? Even like taking off the pressure of getting business builders, but we say, we're gonna get you 20 customers. We're gonna schedule 4 Zooms, 5 Zooms, and introduce this to everyone you know, and get you to Pro 2 in the next 2 months and get you qualified for that Pace Setter program and get an extra $100 in your pocket. How exciting is that, right? Okay, so if they do that, they hit Pro 2, they get Pace Setter, and when they hit the Pace Setter, they get 100 points for the trip, okay? Now, in the month of March, if you haven't seen already, you can get double points for the trip by rank advancing, just by rank advancing. So a Pro 2, when they rank advance to Pro 2, they get 20 points. But in the month of March, if you hit Pro 2, you're going to get 40 points, okay? So they've got 100 points. Now they've got an extra 40 points because they hit Pro 2. Then you get 5 points per customer that is on a Vitality Stack. So that's 5 points times 20 people. That's 100 more points. And then you get 3 months of earning 3 points for each Vitality Stack. Each month they're on that, you get 3 points. So that 3 points times 20 for 3 months, that's an extra 180 points. That adds up to 420 points in that first month that you could get someone by going after this incentive. That's amazing. So that is super exciting. So I really wanted to make sure you knew about that. So we have getting the 20 on Vitality Stack. Then don't forget, we've got the Pace Setter program still in motion. This is the month you still go after Pro 2 or going after Pro 3 and getting that extra cash in your pocket. Charlotte, I did get your text about when that is paid out, and I will get an answer on that. The other thing is, what else did I want to say? Today, they also announced that we are expanding into some new countries. Woo, woo. We are expanding into Austria. I wish I could talk with an accent. That'd be so fun right now. Austria, Ireland, France, Italy. I want a business. Who wants a business in Italy? I want a business in Italy. Austria, Ireland, France, Italy, Belgium, New Zealand, and the Dominican Republic. Super exciting. But let's get back down to earth real quick. We always want to build in our own backyard first, right? Don't look for someone across the other side of the world if you're not even looking for people in your own backyard right now, okay? If you want to build a business in another country, then go after it and maybe find a group on Facebook. You know what I mean? Let something organically happen through Facebook where you find some groups where it's a little more internationally based, but don't dedicate all your time to that, right? We need to be building here in the US. We need to grow the volume in the US for LifeVantage. Also today, March 5th, the first auto shipment went out and the price increase did take effect. I have not heard of any issues thus far. I really highly doubt if a lot of customers will even notice that. But just to remind you, the company was looking at increasing the price of Protandim by $5, but rather than doing that, they spread it out. So the price of the products went up by 99 cents, but that does not affect any of the stacks or any of the distributor packs, okay? All right, so that is that. Now, I want to give you guys some training that I've been going through myself that I just love and I think is so, so valuable that I wanted to pay forward to you guys. And one of them, she talks about branding, okay? And she says, our company is our company LifeVantage, right? We've established a brand, but it's important that you know you are not that brand, right? It can be a part of you, but you are your own brand. And so here are some things to think about whether or not you're creating your own brand. Are you constantly using like company images or stock photos and putting them on your page? Are you copying and pasting or just sharing everything? Yes, Jeanette, you can. Sorry. Let's let her do that real quick. Jeanette, where are you?
Oh, right here. Do you want me to do it right now?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Well, no, you should just go. I can add it at the end.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I was just gonna say what Patty McConnell was talking about. Like, yeah. So I'm talking about the 20 customers, and basically, sorry guys, I can't put my video on. I look like crap. So basically, the 20 customers, she was talking about that. Like, if you just get 5 of your distributors to do this incentive of the 20 customers, that's $12,000 in your business. Guys, that's huge. That's the rank of Pro 4. You just get 5 of your distributors to do this alongside of you. And then she was talking about if you get 10 people on your team to do this with 20 customers, that's $25,000 in new volume. So that's Pro 5. So I think that's just such a big deal to also understand when you're breaking it down with that 20 customers, is looking at it as a business as well and going, holy smokes, by just getting 5 of my business partners alongside of me to do this, you know, we can build a Pro 4 business within the next, you know, few months. So anyways, that's what I wanted to add.
No, thank you. That's so awesome, because this is, I love that you brought that up, because this is a great thing too, guys, to go back to your team. A lot of us have those team members, right, that aren't doing anything, and maybe they haven't even gotten involved from the get-go. This is a great thing to call them up on and say, look, we've got some big incentives happening right now and a great way to put some extra cash in your pocket. We're going after it. We're super excited. We'd love to have you with us and share with you everything going on. What do you say? Are you in? Another phone call to make, right? It might be a great way to ignite those distributors. And even if not, if they don't want to go into the building phase, making sure that they themselves know about the Vitality Stack, that it's free shipping, that now we have the Omega. Are they doing that on their monthly auto shipment? Are they utilizing that, right? Okay, so back to the branding piece. Thank you again, Jeanette. She also talks about with your own brand, are you just sharing things? Are you just copying and pasting, or are you making it your own, right? And then she also says, if you're not branding yourself, you're missing out on getting people to do business with you. And this does go back to social media. Yes, of course, but it also talks about just us as people when we're out and about and not in front of the computer or not online, right? Who do you represent? What kind of if you were to ask people, I asked Vicki this today because I was wondering myself, if you think of me as a brand, how would you describe me? What brand do you think that I represent? Because what they're getting at is if you were to strip away the company and all of the products, what would you have left for you? What are you representing, and what kind of a brand are you bringing to people? What kind of value are you bringing to their life? You want to establish your own brand. And if your company were to go away, again, what is the message you're bringing? You have to be the backbone and not let your company be the backbone. You should be the most important piece of your business because it's people they want to do business with you, right? They're going to love the products, but they're going to listen because you should be the main perk for them saying yes and getting involved. So figure out what makes you you and what makes that attractive. And those are the things that are not just the product. Okay. The other one, she says, you are not your company when it comes to customer service. I think many times it's so easy to pass the buck to LifeVantage, tell people to call customer service and have them get it taken care of. It's really important that we know what we're willing to do and how far we're willing to go for customer service outside of the company. And also knowing, do we know what our policies and procedures are for customer service for our customers, right? Do we have a 30-day back guarantee? Yes, we do. People can return our products in the first 30 days, but they can only return them if they're sealed and they can be resold. That's very important that we know that, right? Plus minus the shipping and handling. So what are you willing to do if someone has a bad experience in that first 30 months? How far are you willing to go to help that person? And that comes back to as well, taking care of your customers. Are you tracking your customers? Are you putting, once they sign up in that following month, we kind of talked about this last week. Do you know when their birthday is? In that following month, are you sending them samples? Are you sending them a thank you card for putting trust in you and being their customer? Are you treating this like a business? Like, again, like you are the backbone of your business. And if everything went away, what would they say about what you're giving to them, the service that you're providing to them? It's really important that you know what your mission is when it comes to customer service and how far you're willing to go. Now, marketing, we all know within social media as well, it's curiosity marketing, right? It's talking about what we're doing, but not spamming people, not putting the products out there. Your business is going to grow at the speed of trust. We talked about that again today, you know, utilizing the groups that we have and allowing people to organically see what's going on and how these products are affecting people's lives or the kind of culture that we're in. I also want to bring to light too, I have, because of some of the groups that I've got involved in on social media and because of the intention I've had with the kind of people I want to surround myself with, I am finding the kind of people that I want to do business with, right? It's not just anyone, it's specific. And in doing that, I have people then seeing my posts, especially when I do stories or I do testimonies, that will then message me on Facebook Messenger and say, okay, tell me what this is. Or, okay, I saw this testimony you posted. I'm curious about that. I have that too. Now, it's very easy to just want to send them information right away, right? I don't do that. I want to know why they asked. So if someone comes to me on Facebook Messenger, I ask them a ton of questions before I send them anything, just like I'd want someone to do to me, right? I don't immediately have the mindset of what can I get out of this? My mindset is how can I bring value to them? What do they need to make their life better? It's all about them. So if they ask me, I'm going to say, okay, first tell me, what was it in that post that grabbed your attention? Why are you asking me in the first place? And then I get a ton of information from them. And more often than not, you guys, I will then say to them, okay, I'm going to send you some information, but I also want to put you in a group that we have. There are a ton of stories on there that will relate to what you just told me. I'm going to add you and I'm going to tag you in some of the stories. Are you good with that? I've never gotten a no. And then I put them on the customer page. Now I'm only putting them on there if they are intently and very intrigued by this, right? And you're going to get a read on that. I don't throw everybody on there. The other people I put in Healthy Quest, right? If they're just not sure and they're looking for just health and wellness and it's not the right time for them, they're my Healthy Questers. So I can just drip on them organically through there. But if they're intent and they're ready and they want help, I put them on that customer page. Now, if you guys are going to add someone to the customer page, text your Pro 5 or higher as soon as you add them, and let us know so we can go approve them right away and you can pin them right away. You don't want to just add somebody and then not tag them on there, right? Then what's the value of it? If you're going to put somebody on there, let myself or Jeanette or Rich know as soon as possible so you know they're approved and you know their name will be highlighted when you tag them and they're going to get the information and then you can follow up appropriately. So that's just part of that curiosity marketing, you guys. Be very smart about it. It's about them. It's not about you. Ask a lot of questions so you know exactly what they need and how to direct them. And then mission. This one's huge. You can't work without a why, right? Here's a statement that I'd never heard before. A business that works to satisfy everyone satisfies no one. When I first heard that, I thought, that's kind of crazy because we do satisfy everyone. Like our products are the best and everyone, we can help everyone. But here's the point of it. And if you think about, you know, the pose and our people and organizations, right? Typically, they are surrounded by like-minded people, right? That is because your mission and why you're doing this, it stems from your story. It stems from, here's my story. This is why I like the product. This is why I started using it. This is why I saw a benefit. And this is why I cared enough to sign up so that I could help other people. Now, your story is what is going to attract other people. So as you're branding yourself, for instance, on social media, and you're sharing your story, you're sharing your common interests, you're maybe doing lives about how you got started, you are going to target those kind of people. It's not going to target everybody, right? If it were to target everybody, everybody's just going to be scrolling through and you're not going to have, it's just, they're going to be like you're going to be like everybody else. But if you know, if you are looking for those specific people, they're going to find you and they're going to watch you and they're going to be the ones that want to click on your page and know what you're doing and they're going to reach out to you. So a business that works to satisfy everyone satisfies no one. And I just think that's a really important statement to understand, because if we are thinking too broad and we're not being more acute about who we want to attract and what kind of message we want to send, it might take us longer to grow, right? So the more quickly that we can tune in on that and hone in on that, the better it's going to be. Okay, here's the other thing I wanted to talk about. And this is money. I wanted to talk about money. Good people can drift in and out the normal way of network marketing, right? But here's what I have been learning and here's what I've been told is you should never start a network marketing business under financial pressure. Never start it under financial pressure. And I think we can all come to this realization that if we're working our business out of desperation, we are going to send the wrong signal, right? We're going to send the wrong signal. We're not going to be present. We're not going to work it the right way. So if you are in need of income, do network marketing for a side hustle, but then find something else that is steady. And so I would say to you too, right now, today, as you're working this business, you guys, if you are feeling too much pressure as you work this business to maintain this income because you have to have it and you need it, you might want to think about having something else to give you that steady income so that you can be the very best that you can be while you work your network marketing business to grow you and make your life better and more stable. Use that extra that you make initially, and I think this is such an important message for those new people we bring on. Use that extra that you make to go back into your business, right? To pay off debt, to help with generosity. And you're gonna build it differently when you're compelled to use it in that way. If you truly, and then a lot of people, sometimes we think we need to show people what the income we've been making in the business is doing for us. But if you truly want to show people how network marketing is growing you and what it's doing for your business and even how it may be growing your pocketbook, then do it through generosity first. Do it by giving back and showing how you're helping other people. Anytime there's an increase, ask yourself, what can I do to increase my generosity? And this gal, she recommends a Ramsey plan, right? Funny enough, right, Chris? We're learning about that at church. We had a lot of talk about that, just really getting our finances in order. If you've been working your business with financial pressure, it may mean you need to make some changes, and you're going to work it smarter with less of that pressure. We just don't want to have desperation. We want to have more authenticity, and we shouldn't be desperate for anything in this world anyway, right? We shouldn't. You want to have your motives right, and you want to have it in the right place. So those are some of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about. I just thought they made so much sense. When it comes to your business, having that mission, being tuned into your story, sharing that with people, doing that marketing, that curiosity marketing, and then also having your financial purpose as well. What is your why with your finances? And making sure that it's not coming from a desperation point, but maybe more of a why of, you know, putting your kids in special education or helping your family out in some way, but not, oh, I have to have this to pay the bills. I just don't want any of us to be in that place, because we're not going to grow. We're going to hold ourselves back if we allow ourselves to get to that place. So I hope that helps you. I thought it was so valuable, and I wanted to pay that forward and let you guys know what I've been learning as well. The other thing too, with all of this that's going on with the Pose and the Pace Setter and the Mexico trip, I really want you to be in a place where you're believing that you can achieve this. Be a promoter of all of this. We have LifeVantage Academy coming up in a couple weeks. Are you promoting that with your teams? For us in Idaho area, are you setting up carpools? Like, who's going with who? It's in Twin Falls. It's not in Boise this time, right? Be a promoter of all things and be building for these incentives. If you build for these incentives, those are your baseline. Like, you cannot go wrong. It's a great way to build. So does anybody have any questions about anything that I went over tonight? Or anything they want to add? Did I talk super fast?
Hi, Tanya.
Hi.
I'm actually on Tina's. We're watching you together.
Hi, Carol and Tina.
Hi. You know, I might cry, so I'm going to get off really fast, but I just want to say thank you to everybody. It's been so great to have family, my LifeVantage family this week, and I love all you guys, so. Okay, you can't turn it off.
Love you, Carol.
We love you too, Carol. Love you. It's so good to hear your voice. You guys, one other thing too, when it comes to like knowing what your brand is and what your mission is with this, it is so important, because I think for a long time I struggled with, what is my message? I kind of felt like I was all over the place, and I think I felt like I was all over the place because I was too busy comparing myself to other people and what I should be, instead of what I truly authentically wanted to be. And sometimes if we're not the person like a Rachel Jackson, you know, that's investing in the social media strategies or doing the ads, like I felt like I had to do that for a long time, but I got caught up in it, and it didn't feel right. Like, it wasn't right in my heart, and I didn't know what I wanted to send. I just wasn't ready to be in that place. And that's okay, right? You are the greatest gift that you can bring to the table. There is only one you, and there are people that want to be a part of what you have to offer and your team. So hone in on that and really start tuning into what that looks like when you put yourself out there on social media, and get those stories out there as well, right? Even if that means you do a post where you want to show people the community that you're a part of, and then you put them in Healthy Quest, because we'll be talking more about, you know, the education of our products. It's not going to be a commercial on there. We talked a lot about that today with the Pose, but putting more education on there about the products, but also just about just well-being overall, wanting people to love the community that they see on there, to get them to want to know more and ask you more questions. So I just think that's a valuable thing. And in talking about that too, I know Vicki has found her mission. She has found her brand. And today she sent me the most beautiful message. I just want to share this real quick before we get off. And it's a perfect example of finding your mission. And she had a chiropractor reach out to her, basically saying she couldn't stop scrolling through Vicki's page because of the message that Vicki was saying. She said, "Hey, Vicki, looking through your profile, I keep scrolling because I love everything you have to say. What sort of work are you doing with helping people with living life with purpose and a positive mind? I am super interested to learn more and help you help more people, because this as well is what I try to talk to others about as well, and the way I try to live my own life. Would you want to talk at my office sometime? I think that would be great." That's amazing, right? That was from a chiropractor. Just because Vicki has been so intentional on positive affirmation, like positive affirmations are her thing. If you want to know how to get your mind in the right place, go to Vicki. Like, I just walk with purpose, walk like you matter. That's Vicki. She has put that out there time and time again, and she knows what she knows, what she knows. And just tonight, she drove to Omaha because she was asked to talk about positive affirmations in front of a networking group, and she didn't know anybody. It was a group of strangers, right? Said she was scared to death, but she knew she had to do it. And that happened because of what she's putting out into the universe, right? Because of the person that she has become, because she hasn't quit. She says yes to more than she says no, and she always shows up. She's just a perfect example of that. So is Charlotte. Charlotte's killing it in her networking group right now, killing it. And it didn't happen overnight for these guys, right? It takes time to build relationship. It takes time to build trust. And once you build that relationship and you build that trust factor, I'm telling you, you guys, people, their ears are wide open and they're only looking at you because they trust you and what you bring to the table. So that's what I got. Anybody else? That all makes sense? Don't overthink it. Come from your heart. Be comfortable with who you are. There's only one of you, but have posture in it. And ask them lots of questions. Ask lots of questions, you guys. Don't just send stuff off. Have posture with this. There's so much that we can send them, but if we know exactly what they need, we know the right thing to get them to, right? All right. Well, thanks for coming on tonight, everybody. I love you guys. Everybody have a good night. If you have questions, let us know. I'll put the tracker on Team Act for the 20. Who's going to go after it? 20 Vitality Stacks in the next 2 months. Right? Why wouldn't we go after that? That's a great thing to go after. Okay. All right. I love you guys. Here for you whenever you need it. Okay. Good night. Bye.